I'm JD, and what we're going to be doing today is factoring. Let me read the problems to you. The first one is x minus y, and the whole thing's in parentheses, squared, plus 3, parentheses, x minus y, close parentheses, minus 10. And the second problem is x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus y squared. So if you would, pause the video and see if you can try this one on your own. Alright, for letter A, what you want to do is first rewrite it. And since the x minus y repeats, I would substitute that with z. So let's say z equals x minus y. If I do that, that means every time I see an x minus y, I replace it with a z. So I replace this with a z, squared plus 3z minus 10. Alright, so you have that. Now do some sort of factoring. You don't necessarily have to use z. If z is too confusing, you can use like t or n or m or whatever. So now with here, since this is 1 in front, you can do the product sum method. So what times what will give me a negative 10, and then when added together gives me a 3. Right, it's going to be positive 5 and negative 2. So that would be z positive 5, close parentheses, and then z minus 2. Now you're not done yet because this z wasn't there in the original. So what you do is you back substitute. You got z equals x minus y, so wherever you see a z, replace with x minus y. So then you would have x minus y plus 5, close parentheses, x minus y minus 2, close parentheses. Now that's it for this one. This one, on the other hand, might be a little bit more difficult. You're so used to, okay, 4 terms. Okay, what am I going to do? Factor by grouping. Now, when you normally do factor by grouping, you group the first 2 and then you group the last 2 together. But here, that's not going to work. All right, if you group the first 2 together and x comes out, you get x minus 8. And out of these 2, you can't get an x minus 8. So what you have to do is still factor by grouping, but instead of grouping the first 2, you group the first 3. You're like, why, JD? Why do I have to do that? Well, this is the rare case where you have 4 terms and it's a difference of squares. This is a perfect square. Perfect square. And this is a square. Right? Y squared is a square. Now, this is a perfect square because I can factor this. What times what will give me 16, and then when added together gives me a negative 8. Yes, negative 4 and negative 4. So this would be x minus 4. We write all the steps. So you factor it. It's x minus 4, and this is y squared. This you can rewrite as x minus 4, parentheses squared, minus y squared. Now look again. See what you have. You have a difference of squares. This is a square, and this is a square. So you apply the rule, again, for difference of squares. The rule is if I have a squared minus b squared, that's equal to a minus b, a plus b, like that. And you can reverse these because it's multiplication, or doesn't matter. So you're going to use this formula right here. You have a difference of squares. Your a is actually x minus 4, and your b is y. So you'd factor it like this. My a is x minus 4, so I'm replacing the a's with x minus 4. My b is a y, so put the y's in there. And now I just change the sign. Now you can change the order of it or whatever, but that is still correct, and that would be it.